just an entire world. I don't. For me personally, like everybody, he's going to exist regardless. I mean, now if there are some people out there who do look at that situation like that, like all for the success of the Caucasian or the white community. No, we gotta breed in house or whatever. But I hear that more actually with the Vietnamese than the whites. But I think that's a little bit ridiculous.
Hey, people got those ridiculous thoughts. There was actually a, because I know over in Europe and other places I gotta find that article. I think it was like in Time magazine. Dr. Cress Wilson brought it up during like the 80s, and she was saying in Time magazine they released an article that stated white population worldwide is down by X amount of percent. So what would be the purpose of that particular type of article besides to cause mass hysteria?
To tell the goddamn truth. The truth causes mass hysteria. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying.
Because overall,
look, what was it? What was that movie? Goddamn Men in Black. I thought that was, I thought it was a good movie. I'm saying corny in times or whatever, but Tommy Lee Jones said one of the most profound things I ever heard in my life. At the beginning of the movie, he's sitting down in that park with Will Smith, and this is actually I think before he hit him with the neuralizer.
Yeah.
He sat with Will Smith after he exposed him to all of these different things or whatever, and he told him, because Will asked him, man, you can talk to people about it or whatever. He said, no, you can't, because you can convince one person. He said a person is smart, people are dumb. This has been proven evident on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
Trump supporters.
That's just
I'm just saying. If I'm lying, tell me I'm lying, bro. Look, how many times have you tried to convince the masses of something and they booed you, but you talked to one person and they was like, oh, okay, I see what you're talking about.
Well, yeah, there is strength in numbers. Like that's why you have social circles. That's like when we were talking about church earlier today. There's powers in groups because you have these people next to you, people who you hold with such a high regard that you're like, man, like the homeboy's like a dad to me. He ain't gonna lie to me. He on the level, and it's sort of hard to bring people out of that thought. Like don't appeal to an authority figure because people can actually be wrong. Actually, there was a friend of mine who had made that argument one time about simply because a guy was a physics professor that he held them to such a regard that he was pretty much virtually right no matter what. And that's a very dangerous thing to do because just because somebody's competent in one field doesn't mean that they're competent somewhere else. So you have to hold that same skepticism no matter who it is.
Yeah.
Man.
Show me this. Show me this one time. In the Bible, it says, and this goes back to our education. This is just basically Bible study or Bible education or whatever. Noah built an ark. He built this boat, very big. I understand that God can control the animals because the animals are built on a matrix system. They do what they're told to do. They don't. You're not gonna see a lion eating fruit and eating grass and shit. That's not gonna happen. That's not his system. You know what I mean? You ain't gonna. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna see a gorilla eating steak. That don't happen.
That'd be awesome.
That would be very cool to watch. But so Noah built this ark, right? He built the ark, and it rained for 40 days and 40 nights. 2 of every animal got on the boat. So, 2 of every animal got on the boat. Answer this question for me, please. Who fed the animals?
I knew that was going to be the question. Hey, man, maybe some of those, maybe had to bring a little extra animals for sacrificial.
Put that in the book. Damn all that. Put that in the book. Because if that's the case, something doesn't exist anymore.
Maybe that's how the dodo went out.
That's bullshit, man. We all eat dodo birds, man. Get out of here with that shit.
Well, you know the common line that gets thrown around with God, all things are possible.
Yeah, unquestionable.
It's just the ultimate cop out for everything.
That is thank you. Ultimate cop out. God damn.
To an extent, you're right. If there's a bunch of us that have a collective thought, there are many things that are possible. Oops, never mind. I'm getting to something different. But
man, it's crazy because all of these things is like, yo, you mean to tell me that on this boat there are 2 of every animal, right? Then God flooded the earth for 40 days. It rained for 40 days and 40 nights. Right. And then, the water settled. The water started to settle, and boom, that's where the ark eventually landed. Now, for 40 days and 40 nights, it rained. How long do you think it'll take that water to go down?
I would say, well, a while.
I mean, just at least half as much. We're going to say half as much time. All right. 20 days. 20. Right? So that means for 60 days, that's 2 months, none of these animals ate, but they all survived.
Nah, I think as soon as you release those animals back in the wild, there'll be mass hysteria. They'll be like, God damn, what can we do?
Yeah, it's like, come on, man. This is... The things is, like, they tell you, and this is what really kills me. I don't see how women, honestly, like, are so pro-Bible. When in the Bible, it tells them everything that they can't do.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they are
the first ones. They are the first ones. Jesus, take the wheel and crash your motherfucking car too. But you better keep your hands on the wheel.
I think the best line I've always heard. I was talking to one lady and she was talking about the Bible. I was like, you do know in the Bible it tells you that any woman who is doing anything in the church as far as speaking, you are actually in violation. You're not supposed to speak in church.
No.
You're supposed to allow your husband to teach you. What they say, you aren't supposed to ask any questions, and if you want to know, you are to ask your husband those questions.
Yeah.
And you want to know what I hear? Oh, that was in the Old Testament. That don't care. I'm like, wait, hold on. Are we saying that we can pick half a book? So you saying I can read Julius Caesar and I can just get to the point to the end where he's already dead, and I'm just read that from then on because the other part don't exist?
Timothy. That's where it was. Timothy is in the New Testament, close towards the back of the book, but you didn't read that far.
Well, nobody reads, but remember, it goes back to how we're taught.
They just go to Bible study, we sit around and talk about some stuff, but nobody questions. They questions these people who teaching this stuff on their bullshit. You have to question, because if you don't, see, that's why I'm very skeptical about the Bible, about religion, and all of this old stuff. Like, do I believe there's a divine entity? Of course I do. There has to be, because all of this isn't created without some kind of divine entity. So, when I look at all of this stuff, is like I have to question these things, because they'll tell you don't question God, but in the same breath, they'll tell you you got to ask questions in order to learn. So
sounds like a contradiction to me.
Catch-22 contradictory shit is that?
But I mean, it goes back, because you look at it like this. When you said people don't read, I've met a lot of people. Like I said, it goes all in forms. All this ties into how we learn. If I'm only taught to listen, take in the information, then yes, all I'm going to know, because then what I learned is, please tell me what to think. Tell me what should I do. Tell me what should I know. I mean, you get a lot of people like, why do you think there's so many people like, man, I don't know what to do in this situation. I need to consult somebody. It's like, so you have to be told what to do. I was like, so instead, if the school is creating sheeple instead of intelligent people.
God damn it, I like that word. I'm going to steal it. I don't care what you say. I'm stealing it.
Oh, man. Hey, let's go ahead. What are your final thoughts on this, Eric?
Well, I don't necessarily think that whenever a person is going out and asking questions that they're going to necessarily follow you. But if their intent is to just find a way to like point a finger and say, well, Quentin said it was okay, then okay, yeah, you're full of shit. But if you're just looking for insight, like, you know, hey, I don't know how to handle this situation. Let me ask Quentin, because it may be a situation where, you know, I might get my newborn kid. I'm like, man, I don't fucking know how to handle. Quentin, you know how to handle this situation? I'm gonna be the first one that I fucking like, you know what the fuck to do? I don't fucking know. I got my daughter asking all these damn questions about sex. Man, I don't fucking. How did you handle this situation, man? I don't know. But and to kind of go back to something that you were talking about earlier. I don't necessarily. I think that free will is, when it comes to God, is kind of bullshit, because I mean, what kind of free will do you really have if the offer is just pretty much either follow me or I'm just going to condemn you to hell? I mean, what if you don't want to go? I mean, what, you just like, what? Oh, well, you know, too bad. You're going to go anyway. Hey, look, I mean, you're the all-knowing, all-powerful God. I mean, you do have a choice. You can say, no, I'm not going to send you. I mean, what? I mean, it almost like you're being coerced. Like, it's just pretty much just the whole mob boss analogy again. It's just like, you know, just break your bones. Well, just you go do it or not.
I think it's operated on a punishment system. Like, how many people you know continue to follow or continue to maintain the status quo because if I do not, I do not want to deal with the consequences.
And I mean, what kind of choice is that? You're going to condemn somebody for the remainder of whatever their life is. It's just like for whatever decision that they made. Who the fuck would say, you know what, send me to hell?
Love me or else.
Nobody's gonna say that shit. That's some bullshit. What kind of choice is that?
It's like do what I tell you. Don't ask questions, or I'm gonna send you to hell. It's like wait.
It's called the illusion of choice. Kind of like our political system.
Damn.
So, to an extent, I would agree with you. Or Bernie Sanders.
Man, we need to go ahead and get on out of here. This is going forever.
Goddamn, Bernie. Why the fuck did he flip-flop? I'm sorry. Can we get a little political here for a short second?
Sure, man. What you got to say about
damn it, Bernie. I'm right there with this nigga like the whole time. I was like, Bernie's the dude. Killer Mike behind him. I'm hearing him talk to these people. He letting the little black girl get up on stage. He stepped back in order to let this Black Lives Matter woman say what she had to say. He shook her hand afterwards. He bashing Hillary on all her bullshit, calling her on all of it. And as soon as she gets chosen to be the Democratic nominee, this nigga endorses her. You spent 4 or 5 months just going complete bananas on her, exposing her for all her shit, and then you just gonna be like, well, I mean, she's the best choice we got. No, motherfucker, you were.
Hey, that's because OG Hillary got pulled. You seen how that FBI director was like, hey, look, I'm not saying that nobody will go to jail for this. I'm just saying she not.
Right. Because you know what they say, right? They say if you lie under oath, they hold you in contempt of court, and your ass goes to jail. This has been lying for years, and then the email stuff came out. She lied again, and nothing.
Hey man, I keep telling man, y'all better leave OG alone. You
And if
talking about real
anybody, I
gangsters?
swear to God, man, Trump supporters make me laugh. I swear,
Hey, man.
they gotta be the funniest. That's literally the funny.